Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I want to take a look at the prediction or claim that XRP will never get under $1 again, which basically means if you don't buy now, you'll never get another good chance. I want to talk about the legitimacy of that claim and the logic behind it, and I can already tell you guys, to a certain degree, it makes a lot of sense to say that. And we'll cover more of that in just a second, but we are giving away 100 XRP, guys, and also just try to support the channel wherever you can by pressing that like button. But no, the 100 XRP giveaway, all you have to do to enter is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, make sure you comment something down below, and you follow me over on Twitter. All right, go ahead and do that, and let's get on. So I thought for a little while how to explain this to you guys. I've seen comments about this at least 100 times in the last week or so. People saying this is going to be our last chance to buy cheap, or we'll never get below $1 again, so load up, yada, yada, yada. And I even saw a couple of videos titled that way. I unfortunately did not watch any, but I want to give my 2 cents on the situation and really give to you guys what I am thinking about it. Because honestly speaking here, I do think there is some legitimacy to the claim. Now, intuitively speaking, I just looked back at the earlier prices and kind of was looking at these rushes and to the fact that it never came back down to these prices of about $0.008 per XRP, for example, and I still don't think it will ever get there. But, you know, looking at the big bull run, looking at it relatively here, just with the plain eye, it just really can't measure why we could never get back down there or what or why, whatever. So I decided to pull up a little bit of a chart here, still the weekly, still the same chart, but with 2 Fibonacci's here to show you all a point, a pretty interesting point for that matter as well. And one of those is if we quickly get rid of this chart right here, let's quickly hide it. What is interesting is that this move right here took XRP from about 0.00 whatever, what is it now, 0.002 or 003, something like that, all the way to right around 40 cents per XRP. This is again in 2017. It fell back down for a little bit again, but then it skyrocketed to above the 4.236 fib level from what can I say, from this bull run or from this run. And later on, we saw another run, right? And what is interesting about this is this whole run actually never falls back down. Let's quickly lock this one again. This is the bigger run again. You can see the Fibonacci there. This whole run actually never falls back down across a certain point. And which one point is that? Well, if we check here, this big run, we went from 0.002 to about 40 cents. And the 0.236 Fibonacci extension level, or actually retracement then, is right over here at around 0.09, so about 9 cents. We extended very, very far. I don't even know to what point we extended. We could try measure. Maybe if we put in, for example, like 16 here. Let's see if that's too far away. I think that's way too far. Let's try 8. That's closer towards it, though. Yeah, that's really, we even crossed that, 8.12 or something like that. 8, maybe 9. No, 8.6. 8.5. You guys are trying to see what I'm, you know, you guys know what I mean here. 8.3. There we go. We got about the picture right set. It actually hit all the way there. I should just double this one, I think, to get that one even a little bit more perfect. But the cooler part is, even in this first middle section here, in the first time we hit that 40 cents and fell back down, we never fell below the 0.236 fib. In the bigger run, though, we actually never fell below that 0.236 Fibonacci either. Right, we never fell below this red level. We did get very close. We did test it once, I think, right here, but we never actually got to that level. And that made me think about these new current moves, right? And if something bigger were to happen, what then? Well, I'm thinking about these bigger bull runs, and hopefully we can actually replicate something like this happening. And if again we get another rush with the severity that we saw here, which is not the previous bull run that was based upon hype, that was kind of, you know, kind of already shown to be falling back down. But if we, let's get the Fibonacci in here again, if we were to take on what happened here and kind of replicate that in this chart, then that would mean we would never fall back down below 92 cents or so, which I count as good as $1. I know it's not there, but 92 cents is, in my opinion, quite fine to make this assumption for, because you know, it does add some legitimacy to the claim. That is if we follow this historical pattern. Now the thing is, in this run, we did not, you know, work out, or at least it didn't work out. Why was that? I've just already hinted towards it. I think that is mostly because of the fact that this was based mostly on hype, and there were just really a lot of fundamentals lacking here, and thus prices were too inflated for its own cause. So it's not like it was a sustained move that we saw here. I mean, XRP at 0.002 was very undervalued, or even less than that, and 40 cents was, I guess, kind of an okay price for XRP. We're seeing this one happen quite a lot more often nowadays. But these $4 price moves, or $3.50, it was just not sustainable for XRP just quite yet, right? And by the way, if we were to also put in an 8 Fibonacci on XRP for this move, about an 8 point, what was it now? 8.4 whatever 72, 8.472. Let me put that in, 8.472. Uh-oh, no, 8.472, there we go. That would bring us all the way at about $26 or so per coin, which is pretty damn crazy. But we'll talk a little bit more about that one, I guess, in the future, because that's too far to really go make assumptions about at this point. I mean, that's being too overly bullish. But yeah, these are my thoughts, you know. I think this run was too hypey, too much doubt, too much just impulse FOMO, retail FOMO especially, and that's why we just fell below the 0.236 like it's nothing. I mean, we fell back down there in a couple of days even. However, yeah, if we're considering a very solid move that might be happening right now, we might actually never be falling back down there, and maybe the 0.236 is even going to be higher on the big run that we're making right here. You know, maybe if we get a complete run towards these higher prices we're talking about, yeah, maybe from that point on forward, we shouldn't even be worrying or talking at all about the things I've just told you. Or maybe even if we, for example, let me quickly see if I can zoom out here a little bit, show you guys where is it now? Ooh, I might have the wrong charts open here. Oh, there we go. I have it back now. For example, if we go to 4.236 here, our minimum on this chart, looking at this run, would be about 52 cents, or what is it now? About 44 cents or so. That is still just looking at this very small run and looking at the fundamentals of this one, or the Fibonacci of this one. Again, this was my line chart, which I was talking about a little bit earlier, talking about how I think these XRP prices might be looking. And as of this point, as of now, it is still looking quite good, quite very good to say the least. A little bit shoved because I've been messing around a little bit with all of this, but the bigger picture still lies around, and everything can still follow suit, you know. So if we just go up, you know, any of these hours now and get a nice green candle going, the plan is still on. However, we may still be going down a little bit lower. I mean, if we take the 15-minute chart here and things akin to that, things are always looking gloomy, and they keep looking like that. At least that's what I found. You may see this as a bearish pennant, depending on how you view things, where this is the flagpole and this is your bearish pennant. Could be, but we'll see that very, very soon, all right? We would see it in a couple of minutes. And by the way, how you trade these pennants and things like that, which we talked about a little bit earlier, is if you were to have a bullish pennant with, for example, let me try to give you a good example here. You get a flagpole upwards and you get a kind of closing in price like this. You would only start trading it if it were to make a bullish exit, so to speak. You would trade it, and you can see here you could have taken yourself a nice little profit. When you would not take it is if the bullish pennant was formed and it would exit here, which we saw, for example, on XRP on higher time frames. Let me quickly go back to the 4-hour here to show you guys. If we were to make, oh, this is not the right chart for that. Let's go back to 15 minutes. If we were to do it on the 4-hour, do I have one open here? 4-hour though, for example, here is a, no, there's not a good bullish pennant here. Let me try to look for another one where it's bad. Maybe we could, now a lot of these are very, very good ones to trade for. Maybe, no, we could take this one as an example. Let's say you were to see a bullish pennant in this one, which might have not been perfect, but it's to give you guys an idea. You saw a pull, you saw the prices deteriorate. No, it's getting a good one. Maybe this one here. But prices didn't deteriorate properly. Okay, so I only have good examples of which ones you can trade, not which ones you could not trade. It's just the idea of if there is the end of your pull, there's the pennant. If it breaks down to this side, you shouldn't be trading that, which is what happened to XRP a little bit earlier. I told you guys that though on Twitter. If you scroll back here, you'll find somewhere I said, hey, we have a bullish pennant going on. I've been posting a lot of stuff on here. This is descending triangle here, the bullish pennant. If we get a red candle here going, you wouldn't trade it. If we got a green candle out of here, you would have longed it and bought and hopefully saw the moon, but it didn't happen though, unfortunately. However, I'm still lost, all right? I still can't find this chart. This specific chart, I have it open somewhere, but it's I've checked so many different tabs and I cannot find it, and I'm kind of bummed out because it was a lot of work that we put into that one. It was a lot of cool, good levels that we had placed down. But here's a couple of cool pieces of crypto news. Ripple XRP price offers best buying opportunities for years, analysts agree. Ripple XRP, like the entire crypto market, is undergoing a correction, but was able to stabilize at 55 cents. Analysts agree that XRP now offers a favorable entry opportunity before the upward trend continues. Yeah, all right, I'm personally on that boat as well. We cannot know for certain, and this is not financial advice, but all right, I'm still thinking that as well. And this one here, Bitcoin parabola signals the start of a new crypto paradigm. And by the way, I kind of forgot to say at the start here, we're doing these giveaways, but we only give them away if we hit our like requirement. And I'm thinking about put that in the comment section or in the description so I never forget. And also, if there are people commenting with my name down there, again, just know it's not me. Even if you think it's me, just make sure you quickly double check. If there's a number, if there's a I will help you trade, it's definitely not me. So consider that those are scams. Bitcoin parabola signals the start of a new crypto paradigm. I find paradigm an interesting word. Let me quickly look up what exactly that means. This means a typical example or pattern of something, a pattern or model. Okay, again, I'm not an English speaker, a native English, right? I try my best, but I have to sometimes even still translate words. I do that all the time, but you guys just don't see it too often anymore because I, first of all, sneakily do it. Even sometimes when I'm making these videos, I go on my phone and I look up a word, all right? Not even joking, guys. I've had it so many times before. Sometimes you'll also see here words at the top in the bar. When I, for example, when I was watching the interview with Brad Garlinghouse yesterday, I had to look up like vitriol or something like that, like a crazy word. I could not fathom. I mean, I could understand from the context exactly what it would mean, but the word itself, I had not a clue. But again, that's me sometimes here. This article though, I don't know if this is really the truth. Bitcoin momentum stalled at around 19.4K as it began to slip into dangerous territory before breaking its parabolic trend that began the first week of October. However, historical precedent speaks volumes about Bitcoin's mini parabolic run-up and what's to come in 2021. I'm just very bullish, guys. I don't really care about whatever they say here. Very, very bullish. $1.3 billion worth of Bitcoin options to expire later today. A couple of people will warn you about this, saying, hey, you should watch out. But we've already shown multiple times here that it does not matter. Options, they don't matter at all. So don't worry your ass. Don't worry at all. Just stay chill and ignore this. Whenever you see options, ignore it. It doesn't matter at all for Bitcoin. It has never done that. So that's my 2 cents on that situation. And again, follow me over on Twitter. You guys shouldn't forget it. I'm trying my best, right, to update you with as many fun things and cool things I can, but I don't know if you guys also want more crypto news on here or whatever you want or more of my opinion. I'm not too sure, but I want to make sure I have a connection to all y'all, and that's why I keep sharing this Twitter to make sure that we can kind of connect on there and I can talk back. It's a little bit easier than the YouTube comment section because I can just see it faster. I don't know. With YouTube comment section, if I reply and you reply to that, I would have to manually look back for that comment to reply again, right? And if we go back and forward on Twitter, it's a lot simpler, and you guys can also send me links on here that you cannot do in the YouTube comment section. All right, so that was my 2 cents. But if you're wondering again about XRP price, everything is looking, got the drawing. Everything is still looking good. There are no worries in my head here. What are we going to do right now? I still cannot tell. It's kind of looking, like we're really narrowing down here, guys. It is really coming along with that. It's actually perfectly working. But are we going to break out topside, downside? I do not know. You'll most likely see a reactor with a pretty heavy candle. And if it was a bearish pennant, we would make a short if the prices went down, but the fundamentals, they kind of not allow us to fall back down further in XRP. Do I have the multi? Yeah, I have the multi chart open here. It kind of does not allow for more falling down of XRP, only kind of a little teeny weeny bit of falling back down, but generally we either have to be supported by 50.09, like within this smaller range that we've created already now, or being held back by 0.545. You know, this is the small range we've kind of created for ourselves. Otherwise, we already have to start looking for these two major zones in which we can, you know, get rejected. But that's really what the trade is all going to be about. Right now, it's just patience, perseverance, and waiting it out for a bigger move. We got the longer term set in play, though. We might never get another bigger chance or better chance to buy below $1. We might even be looking at some crazy price predictions at dollars and dollars and dollars per XRP. It's kind of fun, though, to look at that sometimes. I like doing it. But yeah, that was it for today's video. Hopefully you all enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe. And let's hope XRP is going to moon, guys. Let's see our prices at, what is it now? What was it now? $26. Let's hope we're going to get there and repeat this 2017 March run to 40 cents from 0.00 something. I don't even know what the percentage on that move was. Let's quickly check it out. So the percentage of this move was, I mean, through Fibonacci, you could theoretically speaking calculate it, but I'm not that smart. Let's try doing this. It's pretty annoying to do this, actually. Let me zoom in. Let's go back. I just want to calculate it for my own, you know, good. Let's go. Okay, let's check it out. From here, which is right around that area, to right around here. I'm doing it a little bit above because I actually took it a little bit too high. It's about 4,000 maybe percent. How much is it? Oh, it's even more. It's actually 60,000% or what? Yeah, you see, this is too inaccurate. I can't do it perfectly. I have to zoom in way further to get this accurate. Let's go for something like that. Even still now, it's not perfect because I have to fit in both. Yeah, this is not going to work for me. All right, let me try to take the lowest point here to the highest point. Yeah, this ain't going to work. All right, this ain't it, Chief. This definitely ain't it. It's a good indication, though. It's crazy percentages. I mean, you know, 16,000%. Some have said it was 7,000%, though, so I'm kind of confused, but crazy. Crazy. Especially if we see that again.